Hello everyone, and we are again live. Let me check the audio. Hello, yeah, I think it is all right. Hello. As you can see clearly in the thumbnail as well as in the title of this video, today we will continue with our retopology. In the last stream, we actually completed the base part of our jacket. So today we will actually continue with our jacket retopology, and I don't know what we call that thing, the collar thing. Today we'll do the retopology of that collar, and of course in the last stream I mentioned that we can approach that retopology in two different ways, and today we will actually create that collar in both the ways and see which one is more suitable for us. But still now I am waiting for people to join. Wait for a little longer. Waiting for people to join. Hello. Let me wait a little longer. I will. Okay, first of all, let me have some water. Do we have anyone on the stream right now? If you are watching this, can you just drop something in the chat box and let me know that you are here so that I can start with the process? Hello. No one yet. Have to wait a little longer. I think I should actually make a starting animation for my stream while I am waiting just idly in front of the camera. In these moments I can actually play that starting animation which will loop itself, and it will kill this awkwardness. If anyone is watching, just drop something in the chat box and let me know. I'm still waiting for people to join. Today we will handle the retopology of our model. In few previous streams we have sculpted that model inside our ZBrush. We will continue today we'll continue with the yeah today we are going to continue with our retopology. So I'm still waiting for people to join before I can officially start. Anyone watching, just drop something in the chat box. In the meantime, I will, what can I do? I'll just go through my Insta feed. Hello. If you're watching, just let me know, drop something in the chat box, let me know that you were here. Okay, no one yet. That is Ayush. He's my regular viewer. I usually wait for him. In the meantime, I will prepare my files. Okay, so here is the file. These are the decimated meshes and these are the Maya file. Let me save the file path. Okay, hello, anyone watching? Hello, 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 anyone watching? Just let me know. If anyone is watching, just let me know. Drop something in the chat box. Hello, hello, hello. I have my files opened in front of me. We'll switch the screen in a moment. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join before I can actually start with my work. Can anyone confirm me if there is any lag in the video? I hope not. Hello, 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 hello. Come on. Okay, I'll wait a little longer. Hello, hello, anyone? For people to join. Hello, 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 anyone here? Just let me know, drop something in the chat box. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I think I know exactly what to do. Let me increase the volume. And no one yet in the live chat. Okay, I'll still wait for people to join. Then once I get someone actively viewing my stream, then I will start the work, and after that I will continue for another 2 hours, and hopefully we will get something done. By the way, I am also really nervous about the retopology of the face, as been a while, like 2 महीना हो गया मैं face retopology किया हूँ. Like the last face retopology I did was around 2 months back. So it's something that you have to keep practicing in order to be fast and efficient in that process. So probably I will do the face retopology today again live, and I may screw up at some point, and of course I can fix those things. It's like you really don't get things done at one go. Probably you make something, then if after making that I feel like some areas needs to be fixed, then I will probably fix those topology for that face. But yeah, I'm pretty much nervous about the face topology. Like I'm doing this for quite a while now, like काफी सालों से कर रहा हूँ, but still I get nervous when I see when I start a face topology fresh. So let's see what happens. But right now I am really concerned about someone to join. I really need at least someone to view the stream. Of course I can call my friends for the stream, but I really want to engage the algorithm. I want the YouTube algorithm to suggest my video, so I'm really not pushing it like that. Like I can always ask my friend and they can populate the chat and they will probably share the video. That is a possibility, but I really don't want that. I really want some genuine artists to join my stream. I'm really looking forward to like create a artist community. Like yes, I really wanted to mention this in today actually I joined another artist in his live stream. He is from Kolkata as well. I really enjoyed his work. So okay, probably I will share his work now. Like he streams around during the afternoon, so I joined his stream. He was really good. He was reviewing everyone's portfolio. I also saw his portfolio in the art station and everywhere. So let me just switch the screen. Yeah, so this is that guy I was talking about, Pixel Daily. Okay,
chalo आज
let me just put the volume down for this stream. So he was reviewing everyone's art station. He actually reviewed my art station as well. He gave me a few feedbacks. I really enjoyed that. And he's actually from Mac as well. And yeah, I have not subscribed him from this channel. So from this account, I have subscribed him. From my main account, I really wish to follow him. So I also checked his Instagram. This is his page. Okay, I have to log in my Insta if I wish to open it from here. But I can always do one thing. I can just a moment, I will open his work. So he was also doing a live stream and he was making this character, and he's good. He's actually good, and he gave me really good feedback regarding my portfolio. He was reviewing everyone's art station. That was a really great thing. And of course this is his Instagram. I offered him, like I asked him if I can, like if he can join me for the stream as well. Hello Ayush, welcome to the stream, Ayush. I found another guy who does live stream just like me. He also does live streaming of the character modeling process. His pipeline is also similar. He also uses ZBrush and Maya. So this is his profile, and this is actually him. So this is him, and this is actually his art station. He has got some cool stuff in there. So it was, and he is also from Kolkata, so it was nice meeting him. But of course, he mentioned that he is really busy right now, so he can't join me for my stream. I offered him that if we can stream together, but that's okay. So let me see. Okay, Ayush, if you're here, can you just drop a like? Okay, I can see you already did it. So how was your day, Ayush? Any new artwork? Okay, so as you can see, we have done this much retopology. This much retopology was done in the previous stream. Today we'll continue from here, and yeah, of course, let me see what do we have here. Oh, these are empty, nothing is there, so let me delete them. And so this is our what we call base mesh, the low poly version of this exact high poly. So this was our, just a moment, so this was our low poly which we did in the last stream, and that was our high poly. So if I turn on the wireframe, you can see here we have way too much polygons. That is really not something we can work with. And here we have the shape, but we have manageable topology. This topology is very important for animation and rigging purposes, which you will actually see in the upcoming streams. I have planned for those things as well. And yeah, that is it for this thing, and today we'll start from here. And now I have few things, so let me just rename this. Let me hide it for now, and I'll rename this as what do you call this, quote underscore low. So I have renamed this, and I will make a duplicate of it and keep it in a separate keep it hidden for now. You will see why we need that duplicate. Basically, as I mentioned in the last stream, we will make the topology for the collar in this stream, and we have two options to do that. We can either make the retopology by making this a live mesh. We can activate the live mesh option for this mesh, and then we can draw on top of it using our quad draw tool. So that one we will do like this. We can make the entire front portion or the collar portion, whatever you want to call this, for this jacket or coat. Then after that we will of course have to reverse the direction of this particular mesh. Then we will actually bridge them together, like we'll combine this mesh with this mesh and bridge them together to make a continuation. But for this we have to make sure that the number of edges which are here should match with the number of edges which we have in our this part, what do you call, the collar portion. So this is one process. We will continue to model our jacket in this way. Then after we are done with this, then we will do the exact same thing, but we'll follow a different method. In that method we will use this mesh. And for doing that, what we will do is, I will not directly use the retopology process, or I will not actually use the live. I will not make this mesh live and draw new topology on top of it. I will basically use this as a guide for me and model this separately by extracting polygons from here. So we have our options enabled. So let us just start with the retopology for now. So let me continue. I hope I'm making sense. I know Ayush is only watching it, and Ayush is not a 3D artist, so it is tough for him to actually follow up what I am basically trying to explain. He is not really into it. Oh, by the way, how are you doing? Yes, I am doing great. By the way, I see that painting. That was my first canvas painting. Like I did that probably when I was in class 7, and that was my first canvas. I know there are a lot of mistakes in that painting. If I draw that, try to paint that right now, I will do a much better job than that one. But as that is the first canvas which I did, so that is really special for me. So I thought maybe I should put that in my background while I'm streaming. So what do you think about that painting? So yes, I think you will comment after some time, as there is obvious. You cooked it, okay. Oh, it's not that great, but it's special for me as that was my first canvas. So okay, for now let us start with our topology. So I have this collar as a live mesh. You can see I have activated the live mesh. This is basically Maya if you are new to it, or if you are watching this all of a sudden and have no idea what you are about to experience in the stream. So this is basically Maya, and I am doing the retopology of this cloth, and I have this as a live mesh. Now I can activate my quadra tool, and now if I start drawing polygons on top of it, then I can basically do the retopology. But before I start doing this, I need to make sure that I have the symmetry enabled. I really don't want to repeat my process on that other side, so I want to do this in one side, and hopefully that the other side should just what is like other side will happen simultaneously while I'm working on this side. So that is the main reason why I'm enabling the symmetry. And one more thing, I mentioned that we have to make sure that the number of polygons in this the number of edges, basically the number of edges in this base mesh here should match with the number of edges we have here. But while we are actually drawing this topology on top of it, at this moment, if I try to match that thing, if I try to match the number of edges in this mesh as well as in the underneath mesh, there will be a problem. Like I cannot see the number of edges we have in here. In order to see that, we have to enable this thing. We have to enable the wireframe on shaded mode in our Maya. But if we do that thing, then we come across a different kind of issue. That is, we will technically enable the visibility of this mesh, and there are way too many polygons in this mesh, which is basically a decimated mesh of a high poly sculpt. So this is gonna be a bit distracting for us. We can't really work like this. Like, see, it is basically visually not pleasing to look at. So for now I won't bother to match the number of points or number of edges in this mesh. But after we are done with this basic shape, then I will disable the underneath live surface. Then we can enable the wireframe on shaded mode, and we will add insert loops to match the number of polygons. Then we are good to go. So let me continue doing this. I am continuing my extrude process. It's basically that simple. We really don't have to do much about it. And one thing we have to make sure, like you know that you can see that there is a visible shift in the shape. Here we have a big shift in the shape, and so I would like to keep the what do you call this thing, the edge in this region. Like if we keep this here, then we can always extract it like this, something like this. So we have the possibility of doing it in this way. So that is the only reason, though I think we have to make sure that we have something in this part as well. Okay, so like this we can get done with our topology. So that was the main reason why I kept this edge in this part. Now of course we have to make sure that this is not a good topology. So in order to do this, I will add another loop in here. So first I will draw this, then I will add another loop in here, then I will just bring it close like this. Now this is a better topology. So you can see that we need to, wherever we are actually shifting the shape, or we want to modify the shape in a certain way, at that place we need this kind of edges to give us control. So yeah, let me continue. This won't take longer, just like this. We are almost done. We are almost done, and let me add something in here too, and let me just adjust these things in such a way that we don't face much of an issue. Great. So we are done with the topology for this part. It was really simple, we really don't have to do much about it, but eventually we have to, right now we are only focusing on the shape, but eventually we have to take care of the number of edges we have in the underneath shape, just to make sure that we can merge them properly. So yeah, let me continue with this. I will draw it something like this, and right now I don't want to keep it straight. If I keep it straight like this, then if I keep on extruding, it will go on in that direction, but I want to change the direction slowly. So that is the reason why I am pushing this vertex a little further than this side's vertices, and so like this we can achieve our what we call curve. By the way, are you still watching, Ayush? If anyone is watching, can you just drop something in the chat box and just like the video, or if you're new to this channel, just hit subscribe. It helps me keep myself motivated and work on those things which I love to do. By the way, Ayush, I have something to show you. Are you there? I'm making sure that there is a rhythm to it, like these lines should not be like random, there should be a flow to it. So I'm adjusting the flow, and we are done with our shape. That's it, we have our basic shape done. Now we have to start the main work. So for that, I don't need this part anymore, I will simply hide it. And now I have this mesh, I will just assign it a different material for a visual, what do you call, visual, easy to be seen. Like if both are same material, then it is tough for me to see them. So yeah, now I'll select it and I'll push it up a little as I need to. Then I will of course bring it back once we are done. Let me see we have all the transform zeroed out in this part. So if I just push it in the upward direction for now, we will not face any major issue. After that, we can always, when we are done with the topology, we can always bring it back by simply zeroing this thing out. So yeah, that is it. Let me check. Now I will enable the what do you call this thing, wireframe on shaded mode. And yes, we have enabled the wireframe on shaded mode. And now let me save the file, and I will of course make another version of it. Just no, let me call this backup. So we have jacket retopo 01 backup and jacket retopo 01. It's very important for us to keep backup for our files. And okay, hello, if anyone is watching, if you're new to this channel, hello, welcome. Basically we are live streaming our entire character creation process, and we have sculpted our character. Right now we have just started with retopology. If you're new to this channel, welcome. You can let me know if you're new, just drop something in the chat box, and if you like this video, just hit the like button once. And if you wish to see me do my stuff, then you can always hit the subscribe. So yeah, back to the video. I have to make sure that the edges in this region, the number of edges we have here, should match with the number of edges down there. So for that I will select the edges. As you can see, when I'm selecting this edge, the mirror side is also getting selected. That is because we have our symmetry enabled. Now I need some tools for my thing, that is that we'll get from the mesh tool option. So I'll just undock that tools set, and right now I need slide edge. So I am sliding my edges and I want to match these vertices or these edges properly. So now you can see we have this edge matching to that edge, and we have this edge down here which is matching to this edge. Now we need another edge in this portion. So what we'll do, I will take the insert edge loop and I will add one over here. And as you can see, when we added something in this region, the similar thing happened in the opposite side. So yeah, it is also doing one thing, it is changing the shape of it. So we don't want that to happen. So for that we need to go into our toolbox option and let me insert edge with flow. We have to disable this insert edge with flow. It should fix it. Yes, now it is fixed. Why is that portion highlighted? Something wrong with it? Let me check. Got it. Okay, so that was basically a lag. So I will take my insert loop tool and I will add something here. So now see, these are matching properly, and here we again have to see we have the similar edges here which can be merged together, but this is a bit downwards, we have to push it up. Then same for this one, I am pushing it upwards. Basically we have to match them, and that is the only way how we can basically merge those vertices. Now we need another edge in this region, so that is matching, and this portion is a bit tricky. I have to admit that this is tricky. So for this portion, basically this vertex will join to this one, and all the remaining vertices will be floating. So we don't need this vertex in this portion, but we cannot delete this. If we delete this, then we will probably lose our shape. See that the shape which we had initially is not preserving itself if we remove that vertex. So what we have to do, we can add another edge loop in this mesh in order to match the number of edges. So I will do that. I will take my insert edge loop and I will, okay, something just happened. Okay, so now I will take my insert edge loop and add one edge loop in this portion. So see, we have matched the number of edges in here. And of course, if we see it from the front view, just a moment, and let me also enable this. You can see this one, this vertex will merge with this one, that is fine. This will merge with this one, that is fine. But for this vertex, see, it should come up. So I will select this edge and I will slide it upwards. It might change our shape, our initial shape a little, but that's okay. That's a really tiny change, which is not that big of a deal when you look at the bigger picture. And we can technically do another thing as well, like I can take this vertex and push it down. By the way, anyone new in the stream, hello, anyone new in the stream, I am working on the retopology of this thing. Okay, 4 people are watching right now. Can you drop something in the chat box? Let me know if you are also a 3D artist. We can share our art journey, like you can share your portfolio, we can see it together. I will also show you my art station. Anyone watching, just let me know. So till that time we will continue with our work and see we have matched this. Now here we have something like this. This is a vertex which is okay, which is perfect. I think we can merge it in here, and if we feel like there is something wrong, like if it is way too up, then we can always push it push it down a little, and everything is fine. By the way, I will show you something. Just a moment. Just a moment. Right now, I don't have that file in this system. I will shortly load that file. Nah, oh, I'm Batman. Okay, you are Batman. Great. I am Son Goku. I am Son Goku from the 7th universe. Yeah, as you can see, I wanted this vertex to move upward, but if I will move it up like this, which I can technically do, but it will disrupt the shape of it. So I want the vertex to go up, but I also want it to follow this direction. So I am changing the my gizmo's orientation. I'm putting it into component mode and then pushing it up. So like this, you can see it will not change the shape of it. It will try to keep it. So that was really necessary for us. Now let me also again put that back into our normal gizmo, and here we have a little too much of vertices thing going on, and let me put that back in the component mode. Okay, so yeah, I was about to show something to Ayush. Let me just open it. Okay, I have this file. Okay, hello Ayush. See, how do you think about this animation? I recently made this animation. See, I recently did this animation, and I was planning like maybe instead of making characters, like right now what I am showing inside, like what I'm live streaming, is basically a bit technical. People usually who are not from our industry won't really by the way, I got 15 subscribers. Yeah, cool. So Ayush, just give me one feedback. Right now, what I do is I show my technical stuff. So these are pretty technical things, and a guy who is not from our industry won't get it what I am doing and why I'm showing this thing. But I just came across a thought that if I start live streaming animation, then usually everyone love to see animation. It is very interactive, and everyone has something to say about animation, and people understand what is happening instead of seeing this kind of technical stuff, which is cool and necessary. But this is very niche oriented. Only 3D guys are able to understand this. But animation is something which is universal. Everyone can understand a good and bad animation. So what do you think? Should I start live streaming about animation? So yeah, this is, yes, I do animation. So what do you think? Should I start my animation as a live stream? And as you can see, this thing and this thing, these are matching. These edges are matching. Now we need one edge in this portion. So I will take my multicut tool and add one right here. So you can see we have this. Now we have this. Okay, now let me see. This is there, this is there. Okay, now I feel like we have to figure out something. I will take this. Okay, cool. Do you have any specific thing, like specific wish to that you wish to see me animate? Do you have any specific uh, taste about animation? Like, what do you like about animation? Okay, so I have this collar in this portion, and right now let me put it back. I have to maintain a little bit of height. There should be some gap. It should not absolutely merge with that one. Now I will actually combine them together. So now we have these meshes combined together. So now let us start bridging our gap. Okay, now we see some problem here. We initially put that vertices way up. Now we can see that we don't need that vertices up there. We have to put it somewhere around in this section, and that will technically enable us to merge this with that one. So I can start merging them together. I will actually do it one by one. So this is done. Now I need that portion to be merged with this one. So let me do this. Let me keep that, bring that down, and let me initially we thought that maybe we have to keep that portion up there, but right now as we can see we really don't have to put it up there. So yes, now I can, let me just do one thing. I will undo this for now. Instead of actually merging them like this, I would like to merge them like I would like to bridge them together. Okay, now that problem which we are talking about, see now right now if we try to bridge them, we will face this issue. If I select this edge and this edge, and if I just hit the bridge, it will collapse onto itself, which is not something we want. And the reason for which it is happening is because of the normals of this mesh. We have to invert the normal for this mesh. We can simply do that by going to surface, sorry, not mesh display, and reverse. Now we have reversed the direction of the normal for this face. Now we can easily select this one and this one, and we can simply hit the bridge. Done. It was easy. Now let me put this thing, slide this thing in upward direction. It was quite easy for us to do it. Now I will slide this edge down, and let me start bridging things together. Let me see if it is happening in the opposite side as well. Yes, we are good. Let us start bridging things, and this will go to this. And if the black color is actually distracting, we can always enable our two-sided lighting, then we can see it properly. Now I will repeat it. I am pressing G to repeat my last command. This and I think you should really recreate movie scenes. Well, about recreating movie scenes, the problem with that is it takes a lot of time, and there are areas in a movie, like I am very good with asset creation, and I can do rigging, and I am decent with animation, like not really great, but I can get the job done. But there are other things which needs to be taken care of in a movie, like we have to get a compositor to composite this final scene. Then we need some sound guy to manage the sound. Then I mean for a single person to recreate an entire movie, it will take a really long time. Like first I have to model the entire environment, then I have to model all the props in the scene, then the character, then I have to rig the character, then I have to animate the character, then we have to do the look development, texturing, lighting, everything. Then after all that is done, then we have to probably have to do some effects on that, the dynamic simulations. Then after all that is done, we have to render it and then send that render passes to the compositor, who will do the final touch up, and our entire movie production will be done. So as you can see, there are a lot of steps involved in a movie production. So if a single person tries to achieve all that, it will probably take him around 3 to 4 months to recreate a 2 minutes, or yeah, maximum 2 minute clip. Recreation will take around 2 to 3 months. Okay, no, not just moment. Okay, so you want me to pick a few animation sequence from a famous movie and recreate them with my animation, like just the animation part. Yes, that can be done, but the problem is I'm really not that great with animation. I can animate few things, but when it comes to subtle character animation, acting animation, those things I'm really not that great with. I am working on that. I am improving my skills, as you know, I am making my rigging an animation tutorial as well, but it will take some time. Though I can take the attempt, I can start live streaming and recreating the animation. So yes, after this scene is done, after this character is properly ready, we will actually shift towards animation. I will rig this character off screen while I'm not live. Then I will definitely start animating this character, and after that we will only do live streaming for animation. Like I have that in mind. Probably after, when I'll do all those live stream, I will also eventually get better with it, and hopefully I will get better with it. So yeah, now let me get back to this which we are doing. And as you can see, we have a lot of issues in here. We have to slide few edges up just to make sure that they're aligning properly. And by the way, I am really like right now I am trying to make a team for making I have plans to send animated 3D film for film festivals, and I am trying to build a team. That is the main reason why I am doing live streaming and trying to engage with other fellow artists, just to build a team. But it will take some time for me to gain trust of other people and form a team. I do have a team right now, but that is way too small, and every one of us are busy with our either client work or job. So for making a movie, first we have to make ourselves completely financially free. Like we should have that much saving that we really don't have to worry about for next 2 years for regarding the money part, and then we can focus on creating actual movie. So we are actually working on that, and of course I really want to expand my team, but as I am well aware of it that it will take some time, and that's okay. So right now what you are seeing is that this thing, we are getting a little of green color, so that is because of a shader issue. If I simply change the shader, it will fix itself. That is the case here, and if you see, we have managed to recreate this much. We already have a decent topology for our mesh. So yes, we have to refine it a little bit more and we will be done. Now let me put this in the upward direction and join them with the bridge. We have it. Now I have to again put this in the upward direction and make sure to bridge that together. Bro, and you got a kid, lol. What kid are you talking about? Okay, so no, I don't consider you as a kid. You are just a junior artist. You'll get there. By the you are interested in making comic books, right? You are not really interested in 3D. But I can suggest you one thing. If you learn 3D, it will improve your perspective. Like you will be better with your perspective drawings and all. So yes, that is okay. I have to bridge a little bit more, and here we need one H, as we can see. And after that we are almost done. Great news, we are almost done. Let me check. This and this is done, this and this is done, we have it. And for this part I would like to slide it in this direction a little bit. And what else can be done here? Let me check. And let me just bridge them. That is obvious, we have to bridge them. And how many gaps are we left with? Let me just check it. Okay, so yes, we are done. We don't have to add any of those vertices anymore, and done. Okay. For the last part we have to turn off the symmetry, or else it will give us some issues. It is done, and let me do the same for this side as well. Boom. Now as you can see, we are done with our topology of the entire suit. But here we have to make sure of something. If I just enable my original mesh and hide this for a while, you can see that okay, no, it is similar. So but I would like to change a little bit. Just let me unhide this. You can see, let me also now enable the two-sided lighting. This part is now kind of a sharp, but if I enable my smooth, this thing loses its shape, and we really don't want that. We want some smoothness, but not in this much quantity. And for fixing that, I will add this kind of restriction edges. And if you see carefully, this restriction edge is basically continuing. See, this is continuing the entire loop. So here one restriction edge will be there, and I have to make sure to add two other restrictions in this part. But no, there will be an issue. If I add a restriction in this region, that will also flow in this direction. If I add something, it will continually flow down the arm, which is not something we want. So I have already added this restriction. Now let me check how is this holding up the shape. Okay, we have some issue. It is like deforming a little bit more, which we actually want. So I have to figure out a way to fix that. And okay, how can we do that? Let me think of it. So one thing we can do is I can merge these vertices. Like I will use my target weld and bring it here, and I will remove this thing. So right now how many edges do we have here? Let me check. 1 2 3 4. Okay, we have four-sided. That is fine. Now if I continue this and this, okay, let me continue with this and delete it. Now if we delete it, it is gone. Now if let me, okay, now I have freed that space up. Now I can add another cut in that portion, which will flow in downwards and will not actually add any extra loop in that region. So now I am going to slide it in this direction, which will give me a hard edge in here. Probably, see, we have preserved the shape a little bit, but we have to figure out a little more about it. Like if I see, Okay, so this is an edge. We can remove this edge, so let me delete it, and I can let me zoom in here, and I can actually bring this edge upwards. So we have that in this region. Now I just freed up the space to add another multicut in this region, so technically it should hold. Let me check. Yes, it is holding up properly, but we are getting a little bit of deformation or hard edge in here that can be easily fixed by this simple quad draw. I can simply smooth out this part a little, and that will get rid of that excess hardness in that part, and I can also smooth out in this part as well, which will technically make it asymmetrical. Right now the topology is not symmetrical, but that's okay, we really don't have to make it absolute symmetry. And I know it is important for us to maintain the symmetry if we wish to mirror our skin weight while we are rigging, but I like to I like to wet paint things manually without mirroring it, as after I am done with my retopology, I usually take this model back inside ZBrush and alter few things just to make the model asymmetrical, which I will do for this model as well. So when you are making the model asymmetrical, it is really not possible for the software to mirror the skin weight in the opposite direction. So that is the case. So that is the main reason why I am not really worried about that part. But of course, okay, we have messed up a little bit. That's okay. We'll fix it. I was talking about the symmetry thing. Now if you see, I have did a little mess up. I was fixing this side, so you can see I have altered the edge flow for this side, but I was not in my symmetry mode, which just as we are not in the symmetry mode, so we lost the symmetry connection, and whatever changes we did in this side of the mesh was not done in that side. So but I'm not really worried about it for now. I will make them symmetry again by just coming in the front view, turning off the grid, and I will delete this part for now. All this part will be deleted. Done. Now if I select this and I will go to this I will go to edit, I will go to duplicate spatial, I will mirror them as an instance in the opposite direction, and if I hit apply, I can bring that technically back. So right now we have that, and technically it is making the model symmetry again, but we'll break the symmetry once we are done fixing this part. After we are done with fixing this part, then we'll start doing the retopology for the other parts of the model. Then after we're done with everything, then I will get this model back inside ZBrush, and I will make that model completely asymmetrical. So yeah, enough talking, let's get back to work. And now let me see what have we done here. So I have preserved the edge in this part. I have a restriction here as well as here. So this is preventing me from doing any mess ups. See, it will preserve that edge perfectly. It is preserving that edge absolutely perfectly, but we are still having an issue that our mesh in this region is becoming that round kind of a thing, which we really don't want. So we have to figure out a way to fix that. How can we do that? Let me think. So this is the main thing which is happening this way. Okay, we cannot let that mesh slide in that direction. So what can be done? There we have 4 edges, right? 1 2 3 4. But if we wish to Okay, just let me take my multi-cut tool and just draw a line over here at first. This is the first thing I'm gonna do. Now let me delete this and this. So what do we have here right now? Let me check my vertices. Yes, so we have 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so we are getting 5 edges in this part, which is really not something we want, but let me see. Okay, so how do we fix that? That is a major concern for us right now. We have to make sure that this thing is fixed before we proceed. And yes, this is something like every time I don't know if some super senior artist out there is doing it in one go, on maybe he can, but I really can't. Okay, how to make blue color? How to make blue color? Like, oh, here, but why are you seeing blue color in this part? So what can be done here? We have a major issue. Let me take my multi-cut tool. Let me select this, come to vertex, take my multi-cut tool. I'll select this and this. No, that won't help actually. Okay, if I just add another loop in here, let me add another loop here, and also I'll do the same for this part. So we have a loop. Now if I can connect them together, then what do we get? Let me see. Can it preserve the sharpness? No, it still cannot. So right now we have triangles in this region, which is not something we need. Let me undo it. So yeah, we are stuck here. Maybe I can connect them like this and like this. Let me see. Still we lose the details. Somehow I have to okay. I really don't have any other option but to do that. I have to add another I have to add few edges in here. I will definitely remove them after I'm done with all these things, but for now I have to keep them. Okay, so this is done. Now I have to add another edges in here. So why that happened? Let me check. Do we have any other excess vertices in there? No, we don't. So we have 1 2 3 4. Yeah, that is cool. Then why I cannot draw in here? Anyways, let me just add them manually in here. So I have the sharpness. Let me see. Okay, see, I have made the sharpness quite clear, but we have to fix few things before we can actually proceed, and that is really not that difficult. We just have to merge this together. Okay, let me take my quadro. It's easy to do with quadro, but why am I facing this kind of issue? Oh, that is a reverse direction. That is okay, understood. Okay, let me just merge it. I'll come to my mesh, edit mesh option, and here I have the merge option. Also, let me see. I think I should have a merge option in here as well. That's okay, I don't mind. Let me increase the threshold. Okay, I have merged it together, and I will delete this and this. These are my extra edges which I don't need. I'll delete it. And right now, but I don't need this edge as well. So we have maintained the hard edge in here. If you see, we have maintained the hard edge in this portion, as well as no extra loop is flowing in down our arm. So we have made it very clear. And but right now I feel like, do we really need this thing? This is actually flowing in the direction, that is fine. And let me check this one. No, this is coming down. Okay, it is fine for now. This is cool. Now let me check if I remove this. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Okay, yeah, 4. Fine. I think I'm gonna remove this. Let me check now. Yes, now we have a little bit of smoothness in here. And I can also do one thing. I can put this thing upward, and that will let me okay, so we are done with our topology. But right now we have a issue. The topology is fixed, everything is fine, and we are happy with the topology. But if I let me save the file before I show you anything further. I have saved the file, and let me check. If I turn off my double-sided lighting, then you can see these normals are inverted. So we have to fix that. But before we can even think about that, I have to merge these vertices together. So that is quite easy to do. You have to select them together. Now first, just for visual identity, I will assign a different material in here, just for the demonstration purpose. See, this is a different material and this is a different material. So I am combining them together. So after combining, I have to again assign a different material to here. Let me assign this. Why is it not working? Let me check. Oh, as we had made this mesh instant, it was not a copy, it was an instance. So that is the reason we are facing this kind of a issue right now. But I think I have cleared the history. It should fix itself right now. Yes, it fixed itself. So right now, see, this is a different material here, and this is a different material, which are basically telling us that we are we have these things as separate meshes, and we have to merge them together. So right now I'll select all the middle vertices. I'll just select every single one of them, and I'll get out of my perspective mode. Now we have to merge them together, and I'm really not worried about these areas. There are gaps between all these vertices, but here the gap is really less, so I'm worried about this part. So I'm zooming in at this region, and now if I enable my merge option, you can see that those vertices got merged together. But I have to make sure that every vertices are merging together properly. See, as I increase the distance, few vertices, if I reduce the distance, these vertices are still not merged together. But as I am increasing the distance, these vertices are getting merged together. But I have to make sure that I'm not increasing this distance too much, then this will probably merge together, which is not something we manually. I think 0.2 is a sweet spot for us. No, 0.2 is too much. Let me try 0.15. No, 0.1 was the best option for us. So here 0.1, and everything is perfect. We don't have to worry about anything right now. Our mesh is perfectly symmetrical. And how can I figure that out? If I just select this island, see, right now it is selecting everything. So let me assign a single material to it, and I will also clear my I'll freeze transform my mesh and also clear the history of it. Now we have to tackle the inverted normal thing. So how can we tackle the inverted normal thing? So as we discussed in the previous stream, we can basically get rid of that inverted normal thing very easily. Like now, for the demonstration purposes, I'm taking a simple plane, and let me get rid of the distraction. So right now we have a simple plane. As you can see, this is the positive side of the face and this is the negative side, so we have black in this part, but we don't want that black portion to be present. We want that mesh to be, what do you call, a thick mesh. Right now it has got no thickness, it is a thin line, but in 3D we should have thickness. So easily we can fix this by extruding it. If we extrude it a little, then we can get rid of that inverted face issue. So we will apply the same logic in here as well. We have already transformed this and delete that history of that particular mesh. Now what I'm going to do is I will simply extrude it a little. I extruded it, and I extruded the entire mesh in a reverse direction. And also I am going to add a division, and that will add a line in there which will hold the shape properly. So right now everything is black, but everything is reversed right now. But the thing we have fixed is we don't have separate normals. Like previously what we had was, like, for the entire body the normals are facing in the positive direction, but for the collar part it was facing in the negative direction, so there was a mismatch. Right now we don't have that mismatch. We can easily now fix that by going to our mesh display option and reverse the normal. So right now if I just enable my smooth, you can see everything is fixed. And this thing which you are seeing right now, those artifacts, that's due to the near side thing. We can just get rid of that easily like this. So we have a perfect jacket for us. I believe that this topology is perfect for us for our rigging and animation, as well as if we wish to make the entire thing, or if we wish to simulate the entire thing, then we can do that as well. We just have to increase the subdivision. And let me do one thing, I will soften the edges, which will make things a bit interesting for us. So now this is done. We made this using our retopology process. Now, as we discussed in the starting of the video, I will also, okay, let me see, do we have anything in this group? No, we don't have anything. This is also empty group, so I will delete them. So now I will keep this aside and I will unhide this. Now as you can see, we have the exact mesh which we had before we did the collar modeling and everything. So we will do that thing again in this video, again doing the same. We'll make the collar again, but right now we will do this in a bit different way. Previously we did the retopology, which is okay. For some cases you can use the retopology thing, but if you wish to do it in a different way, in a bit different manner, then you can follow this process. First of all, I really don't need this for my, what do you call, retopology. I will keep this in the side. This is basically for my visual for my visual guidance. Like, I want to see how the mesh is there, like how it should be. And right now I will split the view and disable my what do you call this, grid. And now let us start working on this part. And instead of actually doing the retopology in a separate mesh and making sure that the vertices and the edges are matching for the underlying mesh and then start our bridging process, we can directly select these edges, make sure you have symmetry on, but sometimes it causes some issue. Just do it at your own risk. So we can keep that as a visual guide and not follow that completely, and instead of that we will select a fresh mesh from here like this. I'll come to my object mode, I'll zoom in a bit, and I can actually extrude it. See, I extruded it. It is basically giving me the exact same thing. So I extruded the mesh like this. See, it is extruded. And now if I just wish to, let me leave that portion and select all this together. And do the extrusion once more. Let me extrude it a little bit more in this region. Now I have done the extrusion, that is perfectly fine. And now what I will do is I will bridge these parts. That is bridged. Now we can simply select these edges. Okay, I don't really want it to. And one more thing, I have to make sure that this part is kind of moving upward and moving in this direction. It should be like this. And now we can actually extrude it. Okay, have I not selected that edge? No, I have not. I have missed that. So now I can extrude it like this. So it is basically the same thing. We are doing the exact same thing, but right now, instead of uh, matching the, like, preparing the shape first, then matching the number of edges we have in there, we did it in a reverse way. We matched the number of edges we have there and started extruding the shape from that part, and like this we can actually continue with our collar. So that is it. Let me just make sure to select a significant portion of it, and I will extrude this part as well, like this. You get the idea, right? This is the main thing which we were discussing. Now I have to bridge them together, and we have to repeat the process, the entire process, for this back side as well. I'm not sure which part actually took me longer. I'm really not sure, but I usually tend to go in this process. I find it more comfortable. Like this, I don't have to worry about the previous shape which I made. I can recreate a fresh shape from here. So yes, now let me check what we have here. Okay, we don't have anything new. Let me, but if you're going in this route, then you have to make sure that you keep an eye on the actual shape which you are making. So this is it, and let me extract it, and let me extract this as well. We have it. Now we just have to bridge the parts together like this, and like this. And now we have to try to maintain the shape how we have in that model, so it is not really necessary. So here you go. Now at any given point, if you feel like the amount of extrude you have over here is way too much, you really don't want it to extrude this much, you can do one thing. You can add another what you call edge flow in this part, which is significantly close to the origin of it. Then simply delete this. Now delete this, and see, now it is extruding from a really close distance. But in this process you have to, of course, make sure that after you are done with the topology, then you have to make sure that all the shapes are conforming according to this thing. Like you have to select these edges and pull them down on all those sort of things you have to make sure that you do. So yeah, that was that thing. And the irony is, I what I showed is basically about a very technical 3D thing, but I really don't have any audience for me or any 3D art. None of the 3D artists are watching my stream, so I really don't have anyone to get feedback or opinion regarding what would they prefer, how they like to approach this kind of a modeling. Anyways, I have only one viewer, who is not a 3D artist, and he's a young boy, so probably he will eventually grow up to be a 3D artist. So yeah, that's it. Now I have to make sure that I bring this part out like this. I am not matching the exact shape, as you know that there is no point of actually matching it perfectly. I already have the shape in that model. I have already prepared that, so that's why I'm not really concerned about if the shape is coming out to be perfectly how it was in the original mesh. But that's okay. We have something. It is something new, something fresh, and yeah. Let me see. In here also I have to follow that exact workflow. I will add one edge. I'll add two, what do you call, edge, restriction edge over there. Now I will merge them together. All of those things should be merged together. I will increase the distance and that will be merged. Now I will remove the excess edge which I don't need, and like this we have successfully preserved that sharpness of that particular edge. Is it perfect? No, definitely not, but we really don't have to worry about it, as soon we are going to add thickness to it, which will fix this kind of sharpness which we are feeling at the moment. So what can be done? Let me check. Let me also just put them like this. Like this. Yep. And now I will turn off my two-sided lighting, and now as you can see that we have some issues in our normals, so we know the fix, how to fix that. We'll select this, we'll extrude it a little bit, we'll extrude it in a negative direction. This much is fine for us, I believe. Now I will add a division, a little bit of division is added, and now I will freeze the transform, delete the history, and reverse the direction of our normal, and let's smooth out. Now here we go. Let me hide this, also put that into its original position, hide this, and let me put it here. So we have successfully made the same model, but we followed two different approach to model this thing, and I'm really not sure which process took the longest, and I can only make sure about that when I watch this stream myself to judge. So I also have plans. I am thinking like maybe I can cut few portions from this stream and actually make a long format video that I will upload separately. So that is it, guys. I hope I made some progress tonight, and that is the most important thing. We have to make our progress, and yeah, as you can see, the shape here is a bit different. The reason for that is I have not worked on that particular part. I have not given enough time on that part to make sure the shape matches with the original one, as we already have the original shape here and this model is perfectly fine. We really don't need this. I only made that model just for the demonstration purposes, so we are good to go. And also it's nice to have a different kind of a suit. Maybe I will texture this suit differently, and the character will have two different clothes to wear. So yeah, that is it for the stream. Thank you everyone who joined it. I know no one actually did, only except Ayush. Thank you. I have one loyal follower for my art. Eventually it will grow, but yes, I have nothing to do today. Like, I don't want to continue further for this part. In the next stream I will start retopology of the different part of the character. Probably I'll start with the face or something like that, but till then I will sign up for now. Thank you for watching. If you're new, just consider subscribing this channel. And yes, I stream every day. Maybe sometimes I get caught up into something and maybe I miss 1 or 2 days, but except that I am absolutely consistent. I stream every day around 7:30 to 8:30. Like, I start around 7:30 and stream for around 2 to 3 hours. Today I have only streamed for 1.5 hours, as the reason for that I'm ending the stream is I don't have any viewers and it is really awkward for me to continue the work without any viewers. So that's it. Thank you for watching again. I hope you have a great day, a great night, and hope everything that you are planning to do you achieve them. So yeah.